Uh-huh.
Hello boys and girls, good morning. So today we're going to learn about something very special, something that we see around us every day. Okay? And that is the trees, parts of a plant, right? And what each part does for the plant, right? So have you ever seen a vegetable or a flower plant? You will find those little flowers on the trees, and then you will see fruits on it, and then you will see different parts of that tree outside, right? So we will learn about the root, the stem, the leaves, flowers, and even about the seeds. Some plants have seeds, right? And we will find out what each part does for the plant. Why do you think that plants have different parts, and what they do? What do they help the plants to do? Let's talk about the root. What do you think the root does for the plant? Yes, the root helps the plant to stay strong in the ground, right? And we have the stem, we have the leaves, we have the fruit of the tree, right? So you're going to look a short video and you will see what each part of the plant does for the plant, right?
Today, we are going to learn about the different parts of plants and their functions. Are you ready? Let's get started. Every plant has different parts that help it grow and survive. Let's take a look at each part and what it does. First, we have the roots. Roots are like the plant's feet. They keep the plant anchored in the ground and help it absorb water and nutrients from the soil. Roots are usually hidden underground, but you can sometimes see them poking out of the soil. Have you ever seen a carrot? That's a root that we eat. Next, we have the stem. The stem is like the plant's backbone. It supports the leaves and flowers and helps transport water and nutrients from the roots to the rest of the plant. The stem is the part of the plant that is above ground and can be thin or thick depending on the type of plant. Have you ever seen a tree? The trunk is a type of stem. Now, let's talk about the leaves. Leaves are like the plant's lungs. They take in air and use sunlight to turn it into food for the plant. This process is called photosynthesis. Leaves come in many different shapes and sizes, and they are usually green, but they can also be red, yellow, or even purple. Have you ever seen a maple leaf? It's a type of leaf that turns bright red in the fall. Finally, we have the flowers. Flowers are like the plant's way of making babies. They contain seeds that can grow into new plants. Some flowers also attract bees and other insects that help pollinate. Pollination is when the pollen from the flower's male parts, the stamen, is transferred to the female.
So which part of the plant have you noticed? Name one part that you noticed in the video. Which part of the plant have you noticed in the video? The flower. And what they say that the flower does for the plant? Yes. And it bears seeds so that we can form new plants out of them. Good. So here we have the root of the plant. This is the root which goes down in the ground, right? This helps anchor the plant to hold it strong. It also absorbs water for the plant. Then we have the stem. Good. So we have the stem. The stem supports the plant, and it has some thin tubes for carrying food, minerals, and water to the plant. Just like how in your body you have veins that carry your blood through the veins, your blood go through the veins, just like that with the plants. Then we have the leaves. The leaves make food for the plant. They take in carbon dioxide and release this oxygen into the air. So this is the way plants breathe, right? And then we have the fruit of the plant, right? The fruit is what we eat, right? And we have the flower. See the little flower there? The flower makes seeds for the plant, right? So here we have a plant. You're going to, it is already labeled, the flower, the stem, the leaves, and the root. You will tell me what each part of the plant does. You will take these pieces and you will paste them to its correct functions, right? Under which function it falls. So you can begin. Okay, so let us see. We have the flower that makes seeds for the plant, the stem that supports the plant, the leaves that make food for the plant, and the roots that soak up water and minerals. Give yourself a round of applause. Good. So now we are going to use these two sheets. We are going to draw a plan for ourselves. And we will label each part of the plant, right? You have 3 to 5 minutes. Let's go. Remember, you have to label it, right?